So we are really on a countdown right now because I'm 37 weeks. Technically, this little boy could come at any moment, which is kind of crazy. It's like, hey, it could come tomorrow or it could come on the due date or it could come later. It's really just a guessing game at this point, and I need to crack down on getting all the things done before he comes. Well, at least try, because like I said, we have no exact timeline for when that is, which has been quite the guessing game for trying to tell family to come, you know, at a certain time, because they're all on the East Coast, we're here. So at this point, I'm kind of like, just wait till he comes afterwards, because I can't tell you when to get on a plane. Anyway, so today's video, as you guys can see, is going to be a Nest With Me video. It's going to probably be a few days worth because I can't get everything done in one day, but I did write down a whole entire list of things that I do want to start tackling and that I know I can do on my own. And then there's some things like I'm gonna need Ryan's help with, but he does work on the weekends, so he usually helps on his days off on Monday and Tuesday. On my list, I have wash his clothes and blankets, fold and hang all the clean clothes, sanitize bottles and pacifiers, car wash inside the car needs to be cleaned. So much dog hair. It's ridiculous. And then I gotta put his car seat in, hang the decor details in the nursery, which we're currently in right now. Pretty much done, but there's a few things like I need to also get done. This side of the room is not very decorated. The other side looks like a dream. I'm very proud of myself. I can't wait to show you the nursery tour, but I'm not gonna do that yet because a lot of the things have his name on it, and I do want to wait until he's born to share that with you guys. Buy some diaper cream, newborn diapers, hairbrushes, prep postpartum meals, organize rolling cart, pack my hospital bag, and set up his room camera. So that is all the stuff that you're going to see us tackling in this video. If you're interested in watching those kinds of things, I personally loved watching these kinds of videos before I was pregnant just because I was so excited for that time in my life, even though I wasn't ready yet. And honestly, I'm not ready now. Let's start tackling this to-do list because, as you can see, I've got a lot of laundry. I know there's going to be a lot of laundry in my future, but here are some of the things that I'm prioritizing washing. His clothes, of course, his bibs. This is the smallest size that I think we have, actually, so I might want to get a few more bibs because these look pretty big in my opinion, which he probably won't need right away, but at least I have peace of mind that it is clean. His burp cloths, and then his socks, hats, and mittens as well, and then any blankets and his crib mattress. So I got these organizers off of Amazon. I put them on my registry, which I highly recommend you putting organizing things on your registry because you're gonna need it. Like, you're gonna have to be organized to some degree. I had these in mind for the dresser drawers as well as my rolling cart, which I want to keep a lot of just my nursing items on there and any baby products and stuff just to like kind of move around the house with, and also just to have in our bedroom because obviously for the first 3 months he's going to be in our bedroom or longer. So I just want to make sure that we also have stuff available in there so I'm not having, we don't have to go too far, not having to go back and forth. So I'm going to put these together. Once all of his clothes are washed and ready to be hung, my family member gave these to me at my baby shower, which I think are going to be very useful for organizing his clothes. Cute is he going to be in this? I can't even handle it. We have those.
We should make a separate one for just the plain white onesies.
Yeah, should we do it in one of these square ones because they're smaller? Okay. We don't have that many, but we
have a lot.
We do.
Different sizes.
Well, let's finish doing this and then we'll separate those. Oh.
Stop it.
Don't be saying that to the fans. Girl, get your booty out the camera. We're a wholesome channel here.
Tommy.
Here's the dresser situation, and here we have diapers and wipes, and then these are like all excess. We have a rolling cart filled with the stuff that we're gonna need. Then his burp cloths, the white onesies that we're just gonna use, you know, as much as possible, hats, socks, and mitts. And then down here we have his newborn clothes, 0 to 3 months, 0 to 6 months, and then some excess onesies over here. I'm exhausted. Trying on my nursing bras that Ryan picked me up from Target. So far I'm loving them, and I definitely think I'll be reusing them because they kind of just feel like sports bras to me. I want to show you guys the diapers we got. We also are in the process of packing my hospital bag, which is going to be a completely separate video. But then I also want to sanitize all the bottles today, pacifiers, and any other things like teething things that I know are going to be in his mouth. I want to put into our new sanitizer. Over here in our kitchen, I wanted to show you the bottle dryer and sanitizer setup that we're currently in the process of figuring out. We wanted to go with a different bottle dryer and sanitizer that my friend had, but it no longer is on the market. And she said no matter what you end up getting, it has to dry. And a bonus is if it has UV rays. Don't know if this one has UV rays, but it definitely does dry. I'm not trying to go through that process. Apparently it takes forever. So we'll wash the tops up here and then the bottles at the bottom. Out his pacifiers and putting them at the top here so that we can also sanitize those. And then this little teether that we also got him. So far this is our diaper inventory. We got 1 package of newborns and then the rest are all ones. Luckily a few of my coworkers gifted me 2 of these boxes, but we weren't sure like what to get, what brand to get, how many of each different stage. So we just got 1 package of the newborns in the meantime because I heard that newborns, depending on how much he weighs when he comes out, he could just not even fit into these for more than like a few days and then go straight into the ones. So we'll see what happens. And then if he, you know, ends up not being able to fit into these, we'll just go donate them. I did notice at the bottom here, it does say up to 10 pounds. And I certainly hope that he's not up to 10 pounds before he comes out so that we can use these. My dad actually was a 10-pound baby. He was a big old baby. So I think we'll be able to use these. While Ryan was at Target getting me some nursing bras, he did pick up some Honest diaper rash cream. I couldn't find the Balmex that my cousin was telling me that she uses and loves. So I just picked this up in the meantime, and then we'll try maybe like a few other brands to see which works for him. But I do want to try to go as clean as possible with the products that we use on him, but I know that it gets expensive. Could you put this mirror on too? It's supposed to go above the headrest. Oh. I just spent so much time on that. Dang it, I did it wrong. I don't know why it's not sticking in there. You got it?
It's supposed to be above it?
Yeah, so like when we look back, we can see him because he'll be facing the mirror. So handsome.
I think it's supposed to be above. I think it's supposed to be on the headrest.
Oh. We are kind of on a crunch time because this is my due date week, and I do feel like I have a few more things I'd love to check off my list before he comes. Like I have to finish packing my hospital bag. I want to get my rolling cart together so that when I come home, I have stuff in one place. I also still have laundry to do. My phone is continuously going off because I'm still working from home right now. I'm trying to film this really quickly at my little lunch break here. Ryan just got the car cleaned, which was so nice. Highly recommend getting your car deep cleaned if you haven't in a while. It is so refreshing. And so all we have to do is just pop that car seat in and then head to the hospital. Oh, and I've got to make our Halloween costumes because I'm doing a pregnancy Halloween costume and I want to film it beforehand so that I can post it either on Halloween or it be my second Halloween costume. Depends on, you know, when he comes, because I do have an idea if he is here, I might be able to execute that. I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna miss this bump so much. Ugh, I just keep having it out because I rock it like an accessory. What else do I have to get done? I'm trying to think. Oh, his nursery is complete. I can't wait to show you guys, but his name is kind of everywhere, so I don't want to show you until he is here officially. And you guys know his name, and then I'll do like a whole entire nursery tour. It's so cozy in there. I'm obsessed with it. Oh, and I would like to make some postpartum meals as well as some like lactation balls that I saw on TikTok. So if I have time, hopefully we can knock that all out today. We shall see. Stay tuned. Let's just try to get it done together. I already posted the video of what I put in my hospital bag, so now it's time to fully pack everything and make sure we are good to go if he decides to arrive like in a few hours. Ryan and I ordered this baby book off of Amazon, and what I really love about it, it's just already laid out for you, and there are some things I'm sure you might have forgotten to document. That is why I like that this is already kind of pre-done for you. Don't get me wrong, I love a good scrapbook, which I will be doing, you know, multiple years of photos scrapbooking wise. I really like things like this where it says like when you were born, how much things cost. Like I wouldn't have known to put that in there, and then you have all the different months in here, and it goes up to a year, but it also has like a few pages for a different birthday, I think up to 5 years. Oh, your family, you can document that. I just think it's a nice thing for your kid to have to look back on in the holidays. You guys were in it, people. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill out the few sections that I know I can right now beforehand and just get ahead of the game. Next up on the to-do list is to stock my rolling cart, which actually was our food storage in our old apartment where we just like needed kind of like an extra pantry, so we had this. And I kept seeing on TikTok that a lot of people were using them for their postpartum and newborn stages. So I'm glad I already had this. So we're gonna fill that up with the postpartum items, and then any items I think I might need throughout the middle of the night, or rolling this into the living room if that's kind of like we're stationed at the moment. This is what the rolling cart currently looks like. Obviously, it's going to be way different when we get back from the hospital, but I'm going to keep my water bottle here so I can stay hydrated. I joined the Stanley Club, kind of help myself. I will link this down below if they are not sold out, because I know they are hard to get your hands on. And then over here, I have some of his passies, a little teether, some swaddles, and then this is kind of just like his essentials where he has his diaper cream, some like spatulas. I don't know if I'm gonna use my fingers or the spatula, but I have options. The nose Frida, a thermometer, a nail file, just like little things like that in there. Then down at the bottom here, we have his diapers and then wipes. And then down here will be my postpartum area. So I'll have my pump here at some point, and then my Haka pump, which is actually in my hospital bag, as well as any creams that I have. And then these are my nursing pads, and then anything else that the hospital gives me, because I know they provide a lot. That's why I'm leaving that bottom section open. So it's a new day. I'm still very pregnant, as you can see. And I was going to make the postpartum meals, and I started doing like the soups, and we kept eating the soups, and then I realized like we actually don't really have that much freezer space anyways to do that. So I don't know, I would like to be more prepared in the meal department, but it just doesn't really make sense. This is a much smaller freezer than the one we used to have, which is such a bummer because I love to freeze stuff. But in the meantime, I did think I could make some lactation balls and have those on hand, and then my Family Fun band Mary said that she's basically like my aunt. She said that she was going to try to set up a meal train. So basically, if you don't know what a meal train is, your friends and family sign up for a day and either bring you food if they're in the area, or they can Postmates it to you on a day so that you don't have to worry about making food. So I'm hoping that that works out because that sounds really cool and I would absolutely love that, to not have to worry about making food. So we'll see what happens. And since it is October, I thought we might as well make some pumpkin spice lactation balls and keep it festive because that's just who I am. Here are all the ingredients you're going to need: maple syrup, some kind of nut butter, I chose peanut butter, flaxseed meal, and then if you want to add brewer's yeast, you can. I just don't have that and I don't want to put it in there. But I heard that's like a really good thing to have nutrient dense wise for your lactation balls. Some gluten-free oats, a little bit of semi-sweet chocolate chips to add a little bit of sweetness on top of the maple syrup, and then your organic pumpkin, and also some vanilla extract if you have it. I don't have it, but if you do have it, put half a teaspoon in. 1/4 cup of flaxseed. Going in with my 1 cup of rolled oats. 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Silly me, I forgot to show you the pumpkin pie spice, but we gotta have that to give it that pumpkin spice flavor. 1/2 cup of chocolate chips. Adding in my 4th cup of pumpkin, and then we're gonna mix this all together. Obviously, you could have this as a fun, healthy snack if you wanted and you aren't pregnant. This is just, you know, some healthy ingredients to help aid in that production. And now we roll. All of the balls are rolled out. I'm gonna actually let the ingredients soak into the oats a little bit because I am using gluten-free oats and typically they're just a little bit sturdier. So after a few hours, I'm gonna pop them into a bag and then put them into the freezer. I'm actually just so curious to how they taste, so I'm gonna take the smallest one and take a little bite. They remind me of the no-bake cookies my aunt used to make, but pumpkin. Good flavor. Not overly sweet. Obviously, you could add more sweetness if you want. I think it's gonna be good frozen. I think I stood for a little too long because my feet are starting to feel a little bit swollen and I'm getting pressure in my pelvis. I'm thinking these are all signs that little man is right around the corner. Thank you guys so much for prepping for baby with me. I'm feeling pretty good that we have everything organized, stocked to, you know, the best of our abilities or knowledge of what we're going to need. It's going to be a whole learning process. I'm so excited to take you guys along with us and just to have memories to look back on because I just can't believe I'm in this phase of life. Like, it makes me emotional, makes me excited, scared, nervous. It's just such a roller coaster of emotions that I'm going to be a parent with not only my husband, but like the man that we have always talked about this moment for. 15 years later, it just blows my mind how quickly time flies by. And I was saying to him the other day, I'm so grateful that we got all those years beforehand, because even though everyone keeps saying like soak it in with your husband now because once that baby's here it's going to be all about the baby, which is a great thing. For a second I was like, oh yeah, you're right, like darn, we're not going to be just the 2 of us anymore. But I'm just way more excited for the 3 of us and the dogs, of course, sorry, the 5 of us. And I've always just wanted to see Ryan in this phase of his life, so I'm just so excited to see him as a dad and of course me as a mom, but just to see like the person you love so much and the way he like loves our 2 dogs, and it's gonna be his son. It's just gonna be so cool. All right, well, we'll see what happens next. Stay tuned. I know I have a 3rd trimester vlog that I'm gonna upload, and then most likely it's gonna be a labor and delivery vlog if I have enough energy. It's getting wild out here, people. It's getting wild.